Hello everyone, it's Manga-san here. So today we're going to talk about My Hero Academia, chapter 97. So not a lot happened in this chapter. Again, it was just after the finale of a really good couple chapters, and so we're kind of settling down right now. And basically this was the finale of the conversation between Dooku's mom and All Might. So they had a kind of conversation. Basically it starts off where the mom is turning All Might down. He's like, no, and then we have a bit of Dooku's personality where he's like, you know what, it doesn't matter if I'm not UA, I can be a hero no matter where I am, and so that's a bit of respect to Dooku that he's grown, as All Might points out. Obviously the chapter just plain sight points that out, so it's not like I'm deep recognizing that, but basically Dooku's kind of grown and he knows what it means to be a hero now, so now I think he can be a hero even without following All Might all the time. Maybe he's going to diverge eventually. If All Might wants him to be the symbol of peace, will he actually be the symbol of peace? Or will he be the villain? No, he's not going to be, no, he's not going to be the villain. But is he actually going to follow on the same role as the symbol of peace? Or will it be something greater? Will it be something more? I think this is kind of a hint that maybe he's not going to be the next symbol of peace that All Might wants him to be. He could very well potentially be, but maybe he's going to be something a bit greater, a bit more. Because it's kind of setting up where I think that Dooku is going to be surpass All Might. Well, we already kind of have a hint that, like, every time that the power is shared, each generation gets stronger, so we kind of know that Dooku is probably going to be stronger than what All Might was at his prime, but still, I think maybe that he could become a symbol of peace, but I think he's going to become just something a bit more, and we'll see what that more is later on. I don't exactly quite know. Maybe he stops all evil. No one has a bad thought. He mind controls everyone, and everyone, yeah, no. Yeah, that he had those thoughts after he had that letter from the boy from the training camp. If you remember, I think it was a couple arcs ago when he did the 1,000,000% punch. That kid he saved, he now knows what it means to be a hero because of that letter and how that made him feel. And then that motivation that Dooku has inspires All Might. He's like, oh, he's grown, he's not part of me, and so then he starts bowing his head down. And of course, in Japan culture, bowing your head down means a bigger deal than it does in our culture, at least. I would just be like, lick my boots, scrub. No, I'm joking. Lick my boots, bitch. Yeah. But it's a very generous thing. It's showing that you're bowing, that person's kind of better than you, or that you're very, very apologetic. So All Might basically being like, I will nurture this kid. I believe he will be the next symbol of peace, no matter what, and I will make sure that he is like top and protected and nurtured. And so he makes a promise to Dooku's mom that he's going to protect him, he's going to nurture him, and yeah, which is kind of weird because I don't think any of that is going to happen. Dooku made a promise too, where he promised that he would make sure that she didn't have to worry about him, but we obviously know that the shit he's going to deal with is going to be scary and it's going to be potentially bloody and brutal. Further down the line, he has to face All for One and all these other villains that we're going to face. Dooku's not going to be safe. And everyone's making these promises, so maybe that'll come back to bite them later. But maybe, I'm sure by that moment, the mom will start to understand and maybe respect kind of Dooku's role, even though she's worried about him. So that's what kind of my hope is with the mother character. Obviously, these couple chapters have just been on her development, and maybe kind of what it would mean for a mother to give birth to a hero, and kind of like the worry that comes with a hero that's vulnerable. It's not like she birthed Superman here. He is vulnerable and he can die pretty easily. So kind of what that brings, that danger versus heroism in his job, kind of reminds me maybe of people today who do heroic deeds like firemen, policemen, military men. Basically, their jobs, they can end up dying any day, and they carry them out, and what their mothers are thinking, they're probably worried sick. I don't know. I don't have a son or daughter that's a fireman, but I'm sure that's pretty... I can kind of resemble that in that case with our modern heroes. Yeah, it's pretty much all I want to talk about. I got into some real-life discussions. I like to... If you don't know this, you'll see me tangent off to real life sometimes. It's because I like to tangent and correlate manga and animes and storytelling to the real world or to myself. So if you hear me talking about other things, I am on topic. I just like to talk about the things that happen in the world, because our stories can relate to the outside world as much as people sometimes don't want to believe their fantasy can become reality. No, your fantasy can't become a reality. It's true. You can learn a lot from stories, and you can kind of get the relationship or the feel of maybe what a police or fireman son or daughter might be feeling when they have to do all this dangerous work. That was basically the mother that was kind of her persona that she was kind of developed in this chapter. And if you'd like the video, please like and subscribe. It helps me out very much. Or just comment down below to tell me how I can improve. Thank you, everyone, and have an awesome day.